And that's it for us here on CBS Los Angeles Channel 2. Your local news continues on Kcal News Channel 9.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Kcal News Mornings at 7 starts right now. We are less than 3 minutes away from the top of the hour. Here's what you need to know. First, this week brought record settlement from the LA Archdiocese over sex abuse. We're talking to one of the victims' lawyers about their efforts and the payout. Plus, could an expansion be coming to LA County's Board of Supervisors? We're breaking down ballot measure G. And the boys in blue are victorious as they take down the Mets on their own turf. And now the Dodgers are just one win away from clinching a spot in the World Series.
We're getting over here. And I'm Amanda Starantino, and we are at Taste of Soul that's happening this weekend. We are so excited for it. Kcal is going to be here. Also, I have Councilwoman Heather Hutt with us, and you have been to all 19 Taste of Soul events. Very excited for it. What makes it so special?
You know what? It's like being on Grandma's house on a Sunday. If you walk down the middle of the street, you get all those great aromas. It's the best food in the city. Yeah. It's the Taste of Soul.
It is the Taste of Soul, and you can experience it. We're going to be here all morning long. I'm going to show you around, and we're also going to be doing some tasting, too, because that's definitely the best part of it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Amanda.
And now we want to take a look at our weather with meteorologist Paul Diano. And you were telling us yesterday it was going to be windy, and it sure has been.
It is windy. The skies have cleared, but the big story is that wind in the mountains and in the foothills. I-10 near Banning, 58 miles per hour overnight. Porter Ranch, 52 miles per hour. Malibu Hills, Santa Clarita, 47 mile per hour. Peak wind gust. Fontana, 37 miles per hour. The wind advisory has now been extended into Saturday afternoon. So it's going to be windy at times in the Inland Empire over the Santa Anas, inland Orange County, the San Gabriels, and also eastern Ventura and western Los Angeles County. All of that said, the clouds are gone. It is full sunshine. The view from Mount Wilson is sunny, and we will be sunny throughout the day today. Milder as well. Los Angeles up to 78. What does all this mean for the weekend? We'll talk about it coming up. Right now, traffic with Kalina. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. So I'm starting off right now in the LA area because we have lots of red building out there. Typically, I was hoping it would be Friday light, but so far it doesn't seem to be the case. We do have a crash on the 210 that's slowing things down this morning. But starting off with that overall view, you can see the red on the 405, on the 110 where I do have an issue, and I'll get to that in just a second. But zooming in on this crash, 210 West at Huntington Drive, the left lane is blocked off. That backup is building off the 57. Then once you hit the actual crash area, it picks up the rest of your way into Pasadena. Overall commute will take you 45 minutes through that stretch. We also have a stalled car on the 110 South before Imperial. Crews still holding all lanes, so that backup in the southbound direction is building out of South LA, and northbound will take you about 25 minutes through that stretch. Orange County, you are still pretty quiet. Inland Empire, though, I still have only the carpool and left lane open on the northbound 215 just past Barton Road. Give yourself a 45-minute head start here because the backup is significant. Christine, back to you.
Kalina, thank you. Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts led the way for another Dodger win against the Mets last night.
The boys in blue can make their World Series dreams come true tonight with just one more win. Kcal News reporter Cara Pinstrom is live at a beloved gathering spot for fans, Philippe's, where the excitement is already starting. Cara.
It certainly is game time today, just after 2 o'clock, and Felipe's a great place to catch a day game. They've got the mementos here. Check out that great-looking lineup there, and they've got a great-looking table one. Felipe's has their own rally towels. We're getting them to work here early, and take a look at the reason for all this excitement.
Mookie Betts goes deep. The Dodgers have broken it open.
Perfect. You guys are awesome. All right. Some serious fans in here and some serious Dodgers there early. Job there. Great job done both by Mookie Betts, who had a playoff career high with 4 runs batted in, including a 2-run homer. Also, Shohei Ohtani started off that game with the bomb. The Dodgers defeating the Mets, winning 10-2. That gives them that 3-1 lead in the best-of-7 series. They do have a big unfinished job to take care of, though. One more big win is needed. They are staying focused, but as you saw here, these true blue fans are soaking it all up.
My grandpa used to go to the Dodger games when they first came, 1960, and just really excited.
They look so different this time as compared to the past playoffs, so they look really strong.
Shohei Ohtani, #1, Ichiban. Hit some more home runs tonight.
And there will be a big celebration in Little Tokyo.
All right, so a big crowd here expected later this afternoon. Again, game time, 2 o'clock.
All right, very exciting, Cara. Thank you.
Well, we have some breaking news right now. A person struck and killed on the beach by a suspected DUI driver. Our assignment manager, Mark Lou, is at the desk with the details. Mark, what do we know?
Yeah, Christine, so investigators say they're still not sure what both the victim and this vehicle were doing on the sand at a Santa Monica beach at 11:30 at night last night. But they do say that they have taken the driver of that SUV into custody on suspicion of DUI. Now, we had a breaking news photographer at the scene. Let me show you some video. It was a very active crime scene on the sand all morning in Santa Monica. This is just west of the Santa Monica Pier. This all involves that silver SUV you see right there on the sand. Santa Monica police say this went down at about 11:30 last night. Witnesses tell officers they saw that SUV come around a restroom building and then drive directly onto the sand on the beach. That's when that SUV apparently struck someone who was on the beach. It's unclear if that person was walking on the sand or laying down on the sand, but that person became trapped and lodged under that SUV. Santa Monica police and fire responded lights and sirens and tried to rescue that person under the vehicle, but sadly, they were pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the SUV remained by the vehicle. Santa Monica officers interviewed that driver and later determined that he appeared to be driving under the influence. He was taken into custody on suspicion of DUI. Right now, there's no age or gender on that victim. The LA medical examiner is going to take that body into custody and work on the ID. Why Santa Monica police continue to interview that driver and try to find out why they drove on the sand.